Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. Come on, hoodies. Make sure y'all drop down. Get your eagle on in the chat. Also, make sure you like and share the video. And, of course, if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table and hit the notification bell, as well as the membership. We do have members. I think the lowest tier is $2.99. But, yes, if you want to become an official hoodie to the Hood Table, please feel free to hit the membership button. Do you feel like Nature Boy, I just want to start off and then I'm going to let you have the flow, but do you feel like Nature Boy got what he deserved, or do you think they were too harsh on him? And I know you've been following him and a lot of those ladies and men for a long time. So just from you covering them for years, how do you feel?
To be honest with you, okay. I think for the particular crime that he got convicted of, I think there was I think it was a lot. But it was so much. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think something is all the way wrong. Because even this is not charging. Check seals browser. Okay, I'm sorry. My power and stuff started. But because of his history, leave it open. His history with everything he's done over time to different people, he deserved the time if they had gotten him for all of that stuff. He should not have done the things that he done to this young lady. But it's, I don't want to victim shame, so I don't want to speak on that, because if he actually did what she said, the things that she said, then he deserved it. But there were some situations and some people who did not press charges that should have. And yes, he did deserve life for what he did, because one young lady, he violated her, he sodomized her, and he tore her up to the point to where she was in a lot of pain, bleeding bad, and everything. He tore her up. And I think that was life worthy. He had it coming because of all of the things that he's done to people over time. Because he's been, girl, if you guys knew of some of the things that he's done to people just over the past 6 years. No, I'd say a little more than 6 years, because his baby boy's mom, he beat that girl within an inch of her life. He beat her so bad. He beat her within an inch of her life. And he got in trouble for that. But he beat that girl bad. Beat her eyes were shut, swollen shut. Nose was broken, everything. He beat her bad. There were some of the guys that he's beat like that. I mean, it's just the manipulation, the control, the starving. He starved those people. He took their money. He just mind effed them to the point to where some of them still need to be deprogrammed. And it's like even the ones that's standing up for them, one of them, he beat her so bad and he degraded her so bad on IG for like an hour straight. He just he dogged her out so bad, and that's how he treated him. He called her all kind of whores and bitches and just all kind of stuff. You want to go home, ho? Go home, ho. You ain't nothing, ho. You ain't nothing without me, ho. Your thoughts ain't your thoughts, ho. They my thoughts. Just how he talked to her. And then he was doing it from one of the other young ladies' hospital room, sitting by her hospital bed. And this girl was in there from an STD that she almost died from. And then the girl was so sick, y'all. She was stinking. Her breath was smelling. Her excretions were smelling. She was dying. Had she not, she had lost so much and she was looking so poor. You could see her bones. We all kept saying that girl is dying in the comments. She's dying. She's dying. She needs to be seen. I'm not wrong with her. She just in her demons. She this, she that. To the point that he say, "Ooh, shut your mouth when you talk. Hold your breath. Stay." Oh, she's dying. He just on live. He was degrading her so bad till finally he was like, she was weak. She was panting for breath. She was exhausted because she had no energy because she was literally dying. When she got there, the doctors was like, I'm surprised she's still alive. She had some illness. They don't even have a name for it, y'all. They don't have a name for it. But she was on all the same medications that a person with house in Virginia have. All the same medications. And you all know what the acronym of House of Virginia means, right?
Yep.
Yep.
The house in Virginia. Since I think I told you a while ago what it
Those
was.
3 letters. Uh-huh.
Yeah, House in Virginia. Yep. And the Auntie Ida.
Yes.
Auntie Ida in Dallas. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes they say Auntie Isaac down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Those.
What about that lady? Remember that lady who passed away? The older lady, because they wouldn't let her get her medicine?
Right, because he told her she didn't need it because he could heal her. And so she stopped taking her medication. But some say she stopped taking it before she got there because she believed in healing. Some people say she came there to die. But, you know, the fact of the matter is that she did in fact die. She had a heart condition. And she wasn't taking her medication. So, yeah.
And he did say that he could heal her.
Oh, he told a lot of people he told them that he could heal them from HIV, from herpes, and some a lot.
Ain't that exactly what they were spreading around?
Some of them went by their own confession. When they went there, they had it.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that, Sislo. I thought some of them had it before they even got there.
Some of them, yeah, and when he got there, he told them that he could heal them from it. And he was sleeping with them all unprotected.
So that's
All of
how the
them,
herpes got spread around. I'm thinking they just happened to be all there and just diseases started just manufacturing
no,
among their.
some of them came with it. And
Oh
then
wow.
you know also that he was making them drink downloads. You know what the downloads are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
The cream?
his children.
The cream, yeah. The
Yeah,
without saying yeah.
right. His children, the liquid kids.
That thick milk.
Oh, don't say it like that because I never have.
Oh, I'm good, child. I'm just trying to think of something else to say
I
besides.
don't need
But
a
we
visual. I
say
can't
semen.
do it.
We can't say
Look,
semen. We say everything else.
yeah,
Semen, kids,
his
and seeds.
the liquid kids.
The sperm.
Yeah.
So then he was making them drink that. I didn't know that either. Did you know
Yeah,
any of
he
this
told
story,
me there's wisdom.
Charlie?
You can't take on his you couldn't take on his mind until you partook of his download.
Oh
Mm-mm.
wow. He made the guys and the girls drink his stuff.
Some of them didn't do it, but some of them, yes, they did. Some of the guys did it. Some of them didn't, but some of them, yeah, yeah.
Man, it
And
takes. I,
I remember Efferu saying at one point, she said, "I'll drink the tea, I'll drink the Kool-Aid." She said that on a live. That
wow.
if he were, in other words, if he were Jim Jones, she drink the Kool-Aid. And then it's also known that there was some tea that they would drink to delete babies, and she drank the tea twice to delete somebody else's baby. The baby that Zoka lost um, was his fault as well as hers, obviously, but and it's because she was in her eighth or ninth month, and she listened to him under his direction and drank like 9 shots back to back.
I was going to ask you about the baby that passed away. Yeah.
Yeah, she the baby died from um fatal alcohol poisoning.
Wow.
Yeah, and
How
then
much manipulation? I this ain't the first cult, right? This is not the first cult that ever
no,
existed. We saw what
no,
happened with Jim Jones
you
and a
remember
lot
the
of stuff.
Reverend Jim
Yeah,
Jones
the
took
Kool Aid. Yeah, everybody. Every time anybody even sings or raps about the Kool Aid, we all know they're talking about the Jim Jones era. But for somebody to tell you to drink their sperm and you do, I mean, how do? What is your? It's very hard. They've been talking about this on all the top news shows and everything. Like what would make people fall prey?
national, international news even.
Yes, and what I mean, I can't imagine anybody unless you got a gun to my head telling me to drink your shit.
And even
That's what
then,
I'm
you
saying.
know,
Right, right.
because you know you die slowly anyway. You drink his old polluted semen. You die slowly, but to say and the long of the short of it, he got what he earned. He earned that 30 years. He earned it. And they were going to get him one way or the other. They were going to get him one way or the other. They were going to get him through the state or through the government. They were going to get him. And they might still come back. And then he still has 2 other charges. That's
The man
pending.
already got life.
And he has life plus 10 years.
Yeah.
And then he has 2 other charges that he hasn't faced yet. Those were the charges of them trying to sneak contraband into the prison using a drone.
Right. I
So
did see that. I did see
not
that.
only is he facing time, but two or three of the women are too.
See, they still being mind F by him.
Yeah.
Because I told y'all a story before about when I was younger.
Time.
When I was younger, this guy tried to make me bring something into the jail for him. And I was like, fuck that. I was not only scared and nervous, but I didn't want to end up behind bars with him. He was like, all you got to do is throw it. That was back in the day when you could actually, like, that the glass was half down and you could, like, reach over the glass in jails. And he was like, just throw it over. Ain't nobody gonna see the guard is in on it and da da da. Fuck you, nigga. I wasn't brainwashed. I wasn't in no cult, but I got all my right senses. But Noble said, what's up, Noble? How you doing? Noble said, is anything wrong with a man taking a woman's download? And no, it's not. But see, when it comes to this Nature Boy, he was a cult leader. And he made all these people, men and women, drink his stuff and saying if they didn't, what was the reasoning behind it again, Sislo?
The only way you would be able to be like him and is to and have the wisdom that he has was to be able to take his downloads. And then if you want to be on the same frequency as him or whatever. And then the other thing I wanted to say is, to add to what you were saying, is there's a difference in being forced to do it and doing something willingly. What you eat or drink is your choice. But when you being made to eat some contaminated fish or drink contaminated fish juice, then that's or spoiled fish or spoiled fish juice, then that's your choice. But if you do it because you're forced to, that's it.
Exactly. And for some of the people who aren't familiar with Nature Boy, some of his beliefs was he used to preach the end times are near, like a lot of preachers, the end times are near, but he also preached that he was the Messiah. So he would make people believe that he was the Messiah. They say his rhetoric included a theory about people of color living close to the equator, which was why they always traveled near the equator. And according to him, this is imperative for maintaining health and peace of mind. And one must leave what he calls Babylon, which was America. He used to call America Babylon, and live in a natural lifestyle in the tropics. There, people must eat his version of a B6 diet and defecate at the base of trees. Remember, they used to poop on trees. There would be no need for a doctor or medication. In the world of Nature Boy, all diseases is psychological. Now, I do remember that he was always saying that, like, all diseases are psychological. They're not real. And he used to always say, as far as like his name, as far as his name, like, we know that there was the carbonation, but originally Nature Boy was called, his group was called Ethereans. Then it became Melanation. I remember Melanation. And then later the name was changed to Carbonation. And again, Nature's real name is Eligio Lee Bishop. And he also uses Eligio Prada. I remember he started going by that as well.
That was when he was a stripper.
Yes. But I remember when he got kicked out of when he had went to Central America, and then he had a new identity. Basically, one thing that they talked about during the trial was that people had to give him, I think Sislo mentioned that earlier, people, if they want to become a part of his cult, they had to give them their money, their life savings. He would have access to their accounts. And when one would join Carbonation, all their assets was turned over to Nature Boy. Members then received a new identity. They discarded their birth names, or as Bishop says, their Babylon name. And Bishop then would give them new names.
They couldn't contact their families.
Exactly. Yep.
They couldn't talk to their children.
Yep.
Some of them left their kids. Yep. Yeah, so I sent you something, and that was what he had to say to after in response to the victim's statement and what he had to say to the judge. Listen to that.
You sent it to me.
I
I
sent
see.
it. There's some other things I just didn't. Oh, this is pretty.
Oh, you talking about the lady that was crying?
Well, but now I want some ice cream.
You talking about the lady that was crying?
Yeah. This is what he said at the end when the judge asked him, "Did he have anything to say?"
Hold on, hold
After
on, hold on. Hold on.
this is good.
Let me go ahead and put it on the screen.
Girl.
Ciao. Make sure y'all liking and sharing the video, y'all. Okay, let's see. Hold up, is that Fox 5?
I think so.
Hold on 1 second. But Charlie, did you know anything about this Nature Boy? Did you ever follow him?
I like here and there would pay attention to it, if that makes sense, because other people would talk about it. But I'm gonna say this: some of the stuff I saw them doing, some of it, yeah, I I could see why people would want to follow it first. Some of his very first things was like, let's get back to nature, let's be, flowers, blah blah blah, which is why what most cults start as. It all has a good premise at first until it starts getting crazy. But to the extent that he carried it, and whether some of it was for shock factor, where some of it was real, where some of it was plays for the cameras, if that makes sense, and then some of it was like totally off the wall crazy. Uh, I do agree with Sislo in the fact that if they had charged him with everything that he should have been charged with, yes, he deserved all the time. But for the charge they gave him, that's a little excessive.
I agree.
Yeah, like he did deserve time. Like he did a bunch of really, really messed up stuff.
Right.
But they didn't charge him with all the charges. You know what I'm saying? That he deserved. He deserved those charges, so he did deserve time. But because the charge doesn't match the time, I wonder if going forward, if he does do appeals, would that mess it up? If that makes sense.
And I absolutely agree, because the thing is, a lot of people know, and look at the comment on the screen, Sislo, that somebody just dropped in. And thank you for dropping in. Make sure you guys like and share the video, please, and thank you. A lot of us who've been following him for a long time, if you add everything up, he probably should get 10 life sentences, right? But the thing about it is, when they were doing his the jury process and weeding out people, a lot of the people who was selected, a lot of them was like, yeah, I got a YouTube account. Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I know about this story. Yeah, da 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 da. I think with the time that was, I don't know. I believe that it really, they punishing him for probably every little thing he's done, or maybe have thought of, or didn't get caught doing. That's what I think, because just for a rape, come on now, we see people get off in 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 10 years. I mean, for this, what they were saying, I think it was pretty extreme, but I believe that he deserves life plus more. But if you're looking at it for a technical law, with an eye for the law, I think it was extreme. And he is going for an appeal, right?
Yes. He's going to try to fight him.
And then, Cisco, did you see what they said in the chat? They say, hey, Hood Table, dropping down to let you know that what was her name?
Aya.
Aya drank his bathwater, and Malia sucked his blood when he would get a cut. Ooh, keep his kind of crazy. Keep his kind of crazy locked up. And see, that's what I'm saying. If you take everything that he's ever done, he probably need 10, 15 life sentences.
Yeah, and he used to
Right
make them.
here.
He made them beat each other.
Yep. Oh, I forgot about that. He used to make them fight each other. Yep, I remember that now. Wow. Well, let me play this real quick. This link, and this is from Fox 5, and there it's about the reactions of some of his leaders towards the sentencing. So let me make sure I think that's bro coming up. I think that's bro, but I want to put this up here real quick. Put our little disclaimer, and if everybody could you hit mute, please?
In DeKalb County delivered 5 guilty verdicts against alleged sex cult leader Eligio Bishop. He wasn't in the courtroom to hear the outcome. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert has been following the trial since the beginning, and he takes a closer look tonight at the verdict and how long Bishop will spend behind bars.
Alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop is now a convicted rapist. Just minutes after the verdict was read, he was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole.
I understand that you all have reached a verdict. Is that correct?
After about 6 hours of deliberations, a DeKalb County jury found alleged cult leader Eligio Bishop guilty of all 5 charges he faced, including rape and false imprisonment.
Guilty.
The jury found Bishop raped a former group member as she tried to escape the alleged cult Carbon Nation and then posted revenge porn of the woman online. Bishop wasn't in the courtroom for the verdict because of COVID concerns, but watched from the DeKalb County jail and let out an audible noise before the judge ordered his mic off.
All right. Go ahead and mute courtroom C, please.
A woman who has covered the group online for years believes the jury got it right.
I believe that it's a just verdict. I believe that the courtroom today was very quiet and somber.
Following the verdict, DeKalb County Superior Court Judge Stacey Heydrich moved right into the sentencing hearing where Bishop's victims testified.
He said my soul belonged to him, and there was absolutely no saying no to him.
You were our guy. Now you're a prisoner, but you a prisoner to us.
Bishop then addressed the judge.
I forgive you, and I still love you.
Judge Heydrich wasn't swayed and sentenced Bishop to life without parole.
Mr. Bishop, you're a master manipulator and probably the classic definition of a narcissist like that I've ever seen. You took advantage of these folks who are essentially lost souls.
Many of his supporters weren't in the courtroom for the verdict, but took issue with the judge's words. They called the case one-sided.
This is a setup. These women are scorned. They are spiteful because they couldn't have Mr. Bishop to himself.
His supporters say he will appeal the conviction. In DeKalb County, Tyler Fingert.
That judge wasn't playing, was she?
Wow, she said they were lost souls, but can you believe the girl who said they just mad because they couldn't have him all by themselves?
And they just don't look healthy.
That's the one that for over an hour, he degraded her so bad on IG. He talked about her being a part of the white man, having a white man blood in her, and it made her a demon, and she needed him, and she was nothing, and her thoughts were not her thoughts, they were his thoughts, because he is her higher self. And she, oh my God, it's just, he really played on these kids' minds to the point to where they just feel like they can't do anything. And she's one of the main ones still there. She was on IG crying yesterday and talking about how wrong everybody has it. They had to heighten up security because of the threats that were being made. Not only did he get those charges for the drone things, but he also got in trouble because he went on IG during the trial and was talking to the witnesses and leaking courtroom information on IG to try to sway the public and in hopes of getting the attention of the jury and swaying their decision. But the jury's mind was pretty much already made. And if you guys go back to the beginning of the trial, when I said that because the job of the prosecution, they have the burden of proof and it's their responsibility to prove their case, I told you guys that they were going to play on the emotions of people. And nobody seemed to understand what I was talking about, but they did exactly what I was talking about. They were playing on the emotions of those of the public and of the jury, because they got them with the videos, with the abuse that they had shown in the videos, because
A lot
of
was
the
like
fact,
on IG and YouTube, and yeah.
exactly. But the problem is that all of those things happened and they were horrible, and he was guilty of those things, but they were not the things that happened on March 24th. They were supposed to concentrate on what happened on March 24th, but
Right.
they were prejudiced, so to speak, by what the type of person that he is.
And all the
And that-
testimonies. Yeah.
right. So it's like he got his, but he got it for everything except for, really, if you really want to think about it, what happened on March 24th. He got that and then some.
Girl, they done got
But
him all
to
the way
be
going
him
back
right
to
now,
2000
baby.
to the 99 and the 2000. They got his ass for shit.
Well, one thing he gonna take pleasure in, and that's dropping the soap for the next lifetime.
Girl, if they know better, they won't
He
be
like
going
it like
up in
that.
that shit, because he probably got about 4-5 diseases.
He
Look
like it
how
like
skinny
that.
he was, Cislo. Did you see how frail he was?
He's 160 pounds.
And
At
somebody told me the other day, oh,
two.
he's a nice size. He looks like he ain't no nice
Hmm.
size. That nigga skinny.
He's 6'2", 6'3", and 160 pounds. That's it.
Somebody who probably already got diseases or who don't give a damn and got a lot of energy balled up down there between their legs ain't gonna give a damn. They will suffer the consequences.
Vina, he should have taken the plea deal, the first
Yep.
one. That was 7 years.
Absolutely. Yep.
He'd have did a lot better with that 10 years. Wasn't it 10 years, Cislo?
7.
It was 7 years.
7. It was less.
Rape,
Shoot.
if you think about rape, and also what was the other charge? Rape and holding them against their will. What was it called?
And they
Yeah,
were
7 years for that. 7 years for
they
that.
were gonna drop the rape charge.
Kidnapping and
Yeah, that's what I'm
entrapment.
saying. 7 years. I would have took that 7 years. I fuck all that. Y'all ain't about to watch all these videos, listen to all these confessionals, and listen to all the IG videos and the uploads, and watch me beat on kids. They even was talking about the baby shit. Remember when he had his baby?
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about doing stuff in front of his baby and let his baby touch on him. Y'all remember all that shit? They talked.
Yeah, that was gross.
Shit, okay.
Yep, he said his baby just really.
Shit.
Said he makes love to his wife in front of the children while they're
and allow his son to touch him.
Yeah, while he's hard too. He said that. That was just gross.
What happened was he was holding her, because I saw that live. I was on the live. He was holding her in his arms. He on some gray sweatpants. And he was holding his baby, his daughter by Velvet, in his arms. And the way her foot dropped, it dropped right where his private was. Mm-hmm. So what happened was he kept bouncing her up and down, like where that friction from her foot was rubbing against his, and he got friction from it. I remember, like, put that baby down. You got that baby all in your arms, and you sitting up here getting an erection while she holding him.
And that's when he started telling the people who was in the chat, "Oh, I have her there when we doing it." I was like,
he was nasty. He just
"Child,
nasty.
that is disgusting. Ain't no way in hell she should have grabbed her baby and ran right then." Because that to me would make me believe that it might be a possibility that he, and I don't want to speak this into, you know what I'm saying? Because out of all the shit that he done, I would hate to even think that he would do something to his whole child. But I don't know. That's suspect to me. Pedo, that's suspect to me. Little kid, child, ain't. Has anything ever come out with him and little kids, or has it always been grown folks stuff?
I have no idea, child. It's just no, not that I know. He's never.
Well, I wasn't trusted after that incident. When I saw that, that was like it for me. I mean, I thought I had saw it all, but when I saw that, I was like, oh. No. You bouncing your see, and that just takes me back in the day. That's a lot of stuff that a lot of them old men used to get away with back in the day. The uncles, the grandpas, the cousin. I mean, they still get away with that shit now because a lot of family members do not press charges on the people closest to them that does the most harm to their children. But that's one thing them old little nasty men. You ever heard somebody tell you, don't you let your kids sit on no man's lap? I know
exactly.
Some of your brothers done heard that before.
Exactly.
Yep. But what's up, bro? How you doing, bro? We gonna move it right along. Unless Cislo got anything else to say, we gonna discuss Wendy Williams next.
What's
But
going
you
on?
can close it down, sis. If you got something else to say, you can close it down with your final thoughts.
That's it, child. Because that thing had me mentally exhausted. It really did. So I'm good.
Okay, well, Nature Boy got what he deserved, whether it was everything he was charged for or not. If he gets an appeal or anything, or if this moves to a different if it moves to a different situation, like ended up back in court, I'm sure Cislo will be watching and following and covering this. So y'all make sure that y'all follow Cislo on her channel. She got 2 channels. Let me see if I can grab them real quick. One of them is called Miss Cislo. Wait a minute, you changed your name, did you, sis?
It's still the same, Cislo too.
Oh, okay, it's still the same. So Miss Cislo Newsworthy Updates. I'm gonna put both of your links in here, and then the other one is called Trash Talk Alley. But go ahead, bro. How you been doing?
Man, let me tell y'all this. God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
And all time.
But yeah, we've been all right. Just been packing up. Healing, getting old. You know how it is. You eat and sleep if you can. Unfortunately, you got to take a nap. I feel like my grandkids. Nap time.
Oh, Lord.
But no, just been besides that, for real, just been just really healing up, man, and taking our time, man, and finally got through what we need to get through to get to the next level, and all them negative Nancy's and no's. All we needed was that one good God blessing, yes, and we good. So moving forward, moving along. Proud of my youngest. She got her first vehicle here about a week or so ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, she had a few, but they getting it together, but nevertheless, we good, and just really just waiting. I mean, of course it was a pushback, but we really about packed up. We just kind of waiting, but
we really are packed up.
Yeah, we just gotta, what I'm saying? We just waiting for them, they everything, you know how it is when
I know exactly how it is.
You got because everything is new, so they
Well, if you still need help packing and moving, I'll be there tomorrow.
I know you good, sis. I mean, it's we
okay, good. Because I didn't feel like driving down to Texas
it's
anyway.
Just how you get ready to. It'd be like you ready to, you know what I'm saying, you ready to go, and it's like, oh man, I don't even want to be where I'm at. I mean, it's like I don't even want to be on y'all shit no more like that. I'm ready to go, but it's like, hey, we gotta basically wait. You know what I'm saying? It's like a waiting game. Like, okay, because I mean, we went and checked it out. Every damn thing new. I mean, they went from the rooter to the tutor.
It sucks though. Waiting.
Don't work too hard. I know y'all moving a lot, but don't work too hard.
Yeah, that's why we've been able to get rest. I mean, this week the whole February, it was really sick. Technically, the whole house, the whole Negro Spiritual Month, we were sick.
Oh, I definitely ain't coming down there now to help move.
I
was gonna come down there to Texas. I was gonna bring Charlie with me and Sislo. We was all coming.
Yeah, we would go load up. Then we heard that might be down there. We like, oh no, bro, no.
We heard a cough. We heard a cough.
And then the crazy part about it, that while she was dealing with the flu, she almost sprained her ankle real bad. So she healing from that.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's why I asked you, did you trip my sis? I was on your ass.
We're gonna have to beat you up, bro.
Your ass is clumsy. That's what it was. That's all it was. That ain't my fault. I wasn't nowhere near the crime scene. She was clumsy.
He said the crime scene.
She like me. She could fall up the stairs.
Basically, I can. I have.
I have multiple times too. I don't fall going down them. I always fall going up them.
Shins and shit that you don't heal the same no more.
No, you don't when you get older. So it's like, we just been, just being grateful, man. I mean, at the end of the day, regardless of God, you know how it is when the devil start messing, because God blessing. But then, at the same time, he had to make men's and eat crow. Like, nah, ain't nothing we can do about this. So, God bless you and keep it moving. Yeah, move on. Leave me alone. You should have left me alone from the beginning.
Right.
When ET ready to go home, ET say phone home. It means leave him alone. That means just let it be. Let the process go, and then you ain't got to. Because one thing when you get to dealing with something that the Most High got really going in process, it's not a good outcome for you. I don't care who you are. You can be the president. You can be anybody. I don't care who you are. If you get in the way of that man's progress with what he's trying to do for a person or people or their family, you end up on the short end of the stick. And that's where that's why I say we are blessed. I mean, if I could really go into detail, as we used to say back in the day growing up, our testimony. My mom always talking about your testimony will help somebody.
Yes,
absolutely.
So, I don't know. I'll just tell them my thing before I get into. You always got to get the good news out the way before you start on your nigga shit. So,
I know that's right. Hallelujah.
I'm just grateful, sis. I mean, we're alive. I mean, I may not be 1,000%, but I damn sure I'm not at zero, nowhere near it. So.
Well, I'm glad y'all feeling better. I'm glad y'all feeling better, really. Yeah, I hate when people say, I got my cousin up here. She been sick and in the hospital like the last week. So,
I mean, I hate when people are getting better, man. Yeah. The weather's getting warmer. I mean, we down here and, waking up.
It's getting hot.
Y'all down there. Y'all down by the equator.
I got to have the air on right now.
Y'all down there by the equator.
And I mean, that's just. I mean, we just, just taking advantage. My grandson, he getting older. He's a sponge. He's soaking it up.
He is hilarious.
And he is beyond a character. He is definitely gonna go for an Oscar. That little dude is a handful, and he's just beginning. Literally, he's just beginning. So I'm being a pawpaw is fun. It's at the end of
Ain't it all watching like them grow, your kids grow up and then watching your grandkids? See, I don't have grandkids yet. I only have a kid. But watching like the generations and seeing it from like, because in your mind, you're still young, if that makes sense. And your kids, You look at your kids like there ain't no way they that old. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's how I look at my grand. Be like, I really got a grandson.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
this.
and
I
he
mean,
about to
this
be
is
3
for the
years
real.
old, and I'm still in awe that I have a grandson. Like,
But what's so funny is just that the fact that my grandkids are able to grow up is like, I mean, I had we had the best in our generation because we had love at the end of the day. That's what we had the ultimate, and everybody was around. It was always somebody in the family was around that you. It was always something
all
good.
the time. That's how it was back in the day.
It was a very well structured support system. It wasn't a lot of money involved per se, but it was the love and the structure and the constant. It was the support, the neighborhood, the churches. It was all that. Now it's kind of like, just throw their ass a little tablet or a phone and they good to go.
That's one thing I remember about growing up is we could be eating hot dogs and ramen noodles and beans every day, but we would have the most fun. Family, friends, cousins, aunties, uncles, just every day. It was fun. That's one thing I remember about growing up was it didn't matter.
Man, that's what
we didn't even think we were poor back then. I didn't even think we were poor. I knew we weren't well off. The motherfuckers next door got AC and we got one air conditioner in this big 4-bedroom house. But you know what I'm saying? Like overall, it was like, okay.
But nevertheless, since we good, long story short,
you had food in your mouth and a roof over your head, though, so you was blessed.
Exactly.
Other than that, we know what. Other than that, all is well. Now on to my shenanigans real fast.
Oh, snap.
What in the Stanley Earl is going on with that boy? What is that little nappy head boy?
Who?
He need to be. What is this boy name that they just gave? The boy we just got him. He need to go.
Boy.
Yeah, he should have learned from my boy.
You late, bro. You late, bro.
I ain't late. I was listening. What I'm saying is that I had to get my testimony out the way because I was about to roast his ass real fast, and then I was good.
Well, go ahead and roast him down, and then we're gonna discuss Whitney Williams.
Well, you know what? I definitely because her she need to all be shaming herself. She the reason why I'm working on staying sober. But anyway.
Shit! Shout out to Wendy for encouragement.
No, just that boy. You ought to be shaming yourself and his supporters. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. That's not whatever it is. It is what it is. But the point is that, bruh, how you gonna go and get life? Like you got the time that I'm talking about. You got the time where like real killers and stuff get. You get that killer. You get that real killer time. Boy, you got life. That ain't no. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna get out in about 10 years. No, Chicken George.
He got life plus 10 years.
You got life plus
Not
10.
Chicken George.
That's even in jail. That's even in penitentiary terms. Well, that's 35 years. And how old is he? He's in his what? 30s, 40s?
He's in his 40s.
Oh yeah. So even by the time that you will be eligible to maybe get out on supervised visit, that means you can't even blow your nose good enough.
No. It's not without the possibility of parole.
Oh, without the possibility of parole?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you cook.
Fucked up. You
see, yeah, you better see that ain't that. You talking about you telling the judge I forgive you, bro? You might. I'd have told you. I know what. I'm about to go take some cyanide. So I'm gonna drink some bleach. I'm gonna get. There's no more in the world. I'm going all out. I'm not. No, I am not about. You're not about to keep me locked up. I'm sorry. I know I paid the crime. And I'm due the time. Ain't no time. I didn't pay the crime. I did the crime. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna sacrifice my life because there's nowhere in the world.
I got a question for y'all.
That's
do y'all think with his little followers that he's got left, how long do you think that will stay together before it?
Well, it depends
implodes?
Because if it just depends because you got some, you do have some even to this day. You even got some people that. Or support. What's that man crazy? That old nutcase that I think he been dead. Old Manson. You still got some Manson supporters to this day.
That's true. Them cult leaders.
I mean, dude, you don't know. I mean, he might have some lifetime. It's like, well, free. What's that boy name? Free Nature Boy. He's wrongfully accused. I'm like, damn, they went hard for Kells, but at least Kells might have a chance. But dude, life without parole. Possibility.
He might put money on his books for the next year or so, maybe.
He ain't getting that since he about to go back. When he figure it out and gonna wonder, he's gonna really figure it out. Like, dude, I literally screwed my yes. You sure did, you Jack. You boy, you are a buffoon. You are a miscreant of common sense. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And then you thinking this shit is a joke, like, oh, I'm gonna eat that up because I'm gonna come back and do it again. That's his mentality. Well, good luck, bro. Because the next time you walking about that place free, going to any island will be in a bag.
Child, they gonna take him back to the where was he at the longest, Cislo? They gonna take him back to back to the islands, back to close to the equator, because by the time that
it don't matter.
Be ashes to ashes and dust to dust, unless God bless him to live longer. Unless God bless him to live longer, shit, a life, he gonna be ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Might as well take him back to them damn fields and forests where he started.
You know what? And that's too bad. I'm not
take me back, dear Lord, where I.
All for what? I mean, what? Because he wanted control? Boy, I mean, what?
Yep,
you gotta think
control.
About it. Yeah. Sure. Y'all outnumber us damn near to it used to be 11, 21. Now I think it's maybe 15, 20 plus than what. Dude, come on. It's oh my God. It's like you ain't got no morals nowadays. Everybody's bumping uglies with everybody. Everybody. Are you married? Oh, okay, well, come on and jump. We bump you ugly, what you do? Hey, I'll bang your wife. You can bang my head. Come on, brother. Let's go. That people is just loosey goosey. So it's I don't know what the hell what you ain't got to control nothing. You really ain't got to do nothing. You don't have to do none of that shit. He fucked his damn life off. And that to me is retarded. You ought to be some kind of special stupid, son. Like you was not only dropped on your head, but you were abused. And when I say abused, I'm not
trying. And he was abused, though. Really, it was.
It was something for you to be that legitimately ignorant. What the hell? You get hit with bruh, they're not gonna play that. I mean, if you think it's gonna be just something easy, because no, rape. Okay, so that means if you guilty of rape, okay, did you molest little kids too? Oh, you a chomo? Oh, you can wrap it up.
He was one of those predators. He was one that got preyed on and turned into the predator.
Yeah, he
had things. Not giving him an excuse, but he did have things done to him when he was little.
Don't matter. No,
they better put him in protective custody because you know what?
It don't matter. He's still gonna get slid up in, even in PC.
He don't need no protection because he like it like that.
Yeah, the way he tore that girl up, Cislo. What was her name? The way he tore her up when he sodomized her.
Yeah. But nevertheless, though, y'all, that's still something. I mean, bro.
What goes around comes around. No fun. Stay safe. Be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. All right, y'all have a wonderful night. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, bye.
All right, good night.